Okay, today we're going to rebuild this Kawasaki X2 pump. As you can see, this one's not in the best shape, but it does have soulless prop, which we'll get into. I'll clean that up a little bit too. But first things first, you can take off the hose there, take off the nozzle so I can get access to the pump. I'm going to clean all this up, but then I'm also just going to paint this stuff to make it match my ski a little bit better. I'm going to use this appliance epoxy. You can buy it at Home Depot, Lowe's, any big box stores, but it dries real nice. It's harder than just typical paint because it's an epoxy, and it seems to lay flatter in my opinion than most aerosol can paints. But I'll get this broken down and we will go from there. Alright, got this thing cleaned up. We'll go over the parts real quick and we'll kick this thing off. I'm going to try to do this without a vise. Obviously a vise would make things a lot easier, but a lot of people don't have vices, and I'm going to hopefully prove it can be done. So clean it all up. As you can see, when we get this impeller out, I'll talk about it, but we're going to file down that, smooth out the edges to prevent any cavitation. The back looks good. Hey, just a couple things of note. This is where the cone for the steering nozzle and the reducer goes. Just make sure these threads are good and clear. And what else? So this is your, while you have your pump out, you can hook up your ski. If you have an aftermarket ski with a performance engine, you can do what's called dual cooling. You can Google it. But in essence, it gives another water line from the pump, sends it to the engine. Usually one line cools the exhaust, another one cools the engine, but you can do whatever you want. This one is actually already, somebody tapped it and just put a cap in there, but I'm going to head to the hardware store and get a brass fitting, and I'm going to convert mine to dual cooling as well. When you pull this thing from the ski, this thing is probably going to be covered with silicone. Clean all that out because you'll have to re-silicone it back in. It's good to have intimate contact there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this thing going. Okay, you're going to first start by taking the cone off. Oh hey, I forgot to mention, you obviously need a rebuild kit. I got all my parts off of Amazon, actually. I'll put the link in the description. But it comes with, this is a Kawasaki 1986 X2 pump. So mine came with 2 seals, 2 little O-rings, and then 2 bearings, which I put in the freezer last night to hopefully ease the installation. So obviously you'll need all that stuff beforehand. You need some sort of driver for the bearing. I'm going to try to use a socket set that do sell, and you use it to press in the seals as well. But that's like 60 bucks, and I'm trying to do this on a budget. You also need an impeller removal tool. This one's from Soulless. This one's 10 bucks off of Amazon. Again, I'll put the link in the description. And I think that's it right now. So first off, take off the cone here. Alright, I cut the bottom half of the orange juice container out because usually the O-ring in here gets compromised, there's water and stuff, so that's what this is for, hopefully to catch it all. Catch what's in there, I mean. bone dry. That's good. Alright, you take the impeller removal tool, stick it in the impeller. There we go. So, see what I did there? The crescent wrench on the back side where you would ideally put this in vise, the jaws of the vise, since I don't have one, set that up and cranked away on the front side. There it is. And so this is a scat track. I said, I don't know, I said something else before, but hey, if this thing's really dinged up, this is pretty bad. I should probably send it in, but I'm not gonna. But I'm just gonna file this down, take off the rocks. I've hit it before. But if you need a new impeller, or the one that you have is too badly gone, you can send it off to Impros. You can Google them, but they're pretty much a jet ski impeller. They're the go-to industry leaders pretty much. So give them a call. Great service, and they have a lot of stuff. But back to fixing this, make sure you do the leading and trailing edge too. If you're going to clean it up, might as well. Alright, next we're going to remove the shaft. But you need to go get a mallet. Alright, so ideally this shaft will come right out, but since mine hasn't had any love in a very long time, it's not. So I have to hammer it out. Dead blow hammer, plastic end, so it won't mess up the threads. Alright, so I got it out. As you can see, these fins are pretty beat up too, but that's okay. It's just a recreational ski for me, but obviously this is what we're concerned about, where the bearings and seals go. Just note that the pump shaft was like this. It comes out going down. So if you have to, mine was stuck, so if you have to tap on it, first off, for mine, there was a rubber seal here and here. Take that off. Then there was the big seal, and then in the big seal was this little spacer. So take the spacer out, take the two rubber gaskets out, and then gingerly tap this down with a rubber mallet, something that won't deform these threads. So once your shaft is out, these bearings have to be pushed out opposite ways. So shaft's out. All I did was take a, I don't know, it was a 6-inch extension, put it in like this, tap, 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 it came out. Flip this over, do the same thing, tap, 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 tap. They came out pretty smoothly. In between the two bearings is a spacer as well, just make sure you retain that. So that's it. I will post another video of the reassembly with all the torque specs and stuff here shortly. But that's how you disassemble a pump. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. Please like this video, share with your friends. I talked about some of the stuff that's going to apply to the reassembly in this video, so please watch both and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.